All right. So the first thing I want to talk about, the first thing I wanted to talk about is that when I woke up Monday, when I woke up uh, Monday, I was seeing that this Forbes list was trending. And for some reason, this particular post that I selected to show is superimposed over a picture of Jay Z in a very funny way that's just like over his mouth, which is weird. Um, but the thing that was funny to me is that everywhere I was seeing it on Twitter, um, it was this particular image. And so I spent the first hour that I was aware of this list, I spent the first hour thinking that Forbes couldn't even be bothered to make a graphic. I thought Forbes put this graphic out into the world like they just opened up a note on their phone and just wrote out a list. So, this is the list. It's automatically dumb. You can tell any list that looks like this is dumb. It's always dumb when it looks like this, when there's no effort put into it. But I was pleased to find that they put it on their website. They put some effort into it. They had Andrea Bossy as contributor, entertainment contributor group, like, which makes me think this is just like a couple people and some AI together to put this out. So we're gonna go through it, and we're just gonna notice if there's anything even notable. Um, so okay, let's read the lead in. It's thanks to the best rappers of all time that hip hop has continued to grow and become the beloved genre and influence it is today. See, that's no person wrote that. No person. There's no way a person wrote that. There's no way a person wrote. It's thanks to the best rappers of all time that hip hop has continued to grow and become the beloved genre and influence it is today. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. Like that is a useless arrangement of words. And this is another thing that dawned on me as soon as I heard about this. So the whole reason that people were doing rappers and hip hop and albums in lists of 50 was for the 50th anniversary of hip hop, which was last year. So Forbes got to bug up their ass and decided to come up with a list of 50 rappers a year after the fact, and to do it with Andrea Bossy and some AI companions. Okay, born in the Bronx in 1973, right, which plus 50 would have been 2023, not 2024. Okay. Hip hop music has become something that runs in the heart of not just American culture, but global culture. It runs in the heart. So is that like it runs, like hip hop runs on a little hamster wheel in the heart of a culture, and not just American culture. This hamster is not just running on the wheel in American culture. It's running on the wheel in the heart of global culture. Rappers have always faced the challenges of their times, have they? And the best ones are those who resonate significantly with their listeners while contributing to the next generation's rich musical inheritance. So they're aiming for something there. I think what they're trying to say is it's important to list the rappers who sold the best, is what I think that they're trying to say. Across all its subgenres, one thing is true. The music has continued to push the boundaries of what defines a genre. Wait a minute. It's continued to push the boundaries of what defines a genre? That seems at least mildly insulting. Um, the music has continued to confuse people who thought music was something else. Um, the music has continued to push the boundary of what defines a genre while influencing culture on every level, from fashion to technology to linguistics and more. If hip hop is influencing technology, I'd like to hear more about that. The best rappers of all time include those like Lil Kim and Kendrick Lamar, who combine a lyrical know-how. Lyrical know-how. It's like, it makes me thinking like a guy with a hammer. He's got lyrical know-how. with the style that's their own, between critical acclaim, cultural influence, album sales, to say in the quiet part, innovation in the genre, and more. This list compiles the top 50 rappers of all time. Keep scrolling to make us money. I mean, to reveal the rankings and read a bit about each artist. All these, so the real joy in this is going to be reading these captions. That's going to be the real joy in this, because this is about to be some top tier nonsense. Okay, Kweli, and this is a bad photo of him. Like it's just aimed right at his middle-aged man neck rolls, which I also have. No shade. It's just it's a bad photo. Talib Kweli got his start in the New York scene in the late 90s. He is especially known for his work with fellow Brooklyn rapper Mos Def under their group name Black Star. So, okay, maybe the captions won't be funny because they clearly got this one from the first paragraph of his Wikipedia page. I am very certain. Their commercially successful 1998 debut album, Black Star, is regarded as a smart and profound reflection on black culture. Their 2000 EP, Hip Hop for Respect, focused on police. Wait a minute. Are they calling the Hip Hop for Respect project a Black Star EP? Yo. There's like 50 rappers on that thing. There's no way they're just... Okay, hold up. We got to pull up Hip Hop for Respect. Because if this is branded as Mos Def, no, it's not. It's not Mos Def and Black Star. It's not branded. Oh, okay. Talib Kweli and Mos Def, Hip Hop for Respect full album. I think this may have been done retroactively, because at the time, this was not branded this way, because it wasn't branded. This was like a charity project to raise awareness about police brutality. And it's got 1 million rappers on it. Like the whole thing was that it was these big long posse cuts that had like 10 rappers on them each. Let me see if I can find a track list. Yeah, like there's like 5 songs with 10 rappers each. Yeah, it was just called Hip Hop for Respect when it came out. I think I still have this CD somewhere. It was never called Talib Kweli and Mos Def Present. I think that may have happened. I noticed one thing that happens in the streaming era is some projects that were only on CD and physical media back then get repackaged and put under certain names for streaming. So potentially that happened. But either way, they got duped putting this in this paragraph, because that was not fucking true. Kweli's first studio album came soon after his Momentum with Mos Def. Quality dropped fall 2002. Okay. Impacting on hip hop on a broad level is what it says here. This is a bunch of hooey. They're just writing anything. Let's see. Oh, Young Thug's 49. So we're in rap whiplash territory here already. We're starting with Kweli, and then we're going to Young Thug. I can't imagine any list that would like. I could see my problem with lists like this, and obviously I have many, but one of them is that like they are not reflective of any real person's taste. There is no person who would list their 50 rappers and Young Thug would be 49 and Kweli would be 50. There's not a human being. There's not a human being on earth who this ordering is reflective of their actual tastes. Genre shaping artists. One of the pioneers of trap and mumble rap. Okay. Mumble rap I could give him. Trap I cannot give him. Rise into prominence, vocal delivery, and ability to blur genres. Isn't blurred anything. Isn't blurred a thing. There's nothing blurry. Everything is very sharply in focus. There's nothing genre bending about what Young Thug does. Also made a name for himself in fashion, credited for pushing gender boundaries through sporting it. Okay, so basically this whole paragraph's about how he wore a dress on an album cover once, and they haven't listened to his music at all. They have not listened to his music at all. 48's Cardi B. Okay, so we got Quali, Young Thug, and then Cardi B. And then, you know, for fans of Young Thug and Cardi B, I wonder if they think that Cardi B is better than Young Thug. Who knows? Who knows? And you would also think that somewhere in this paragraph about Young Thug, they might include the fact that he's been in federal trial for a year and a half. Like, it might come up. It might come up. All right, Cardi B. Cardi B, born Belcalis Marlenus Almanzar. Wow, that's a hell of a name. Belcalis Marlenus Almanzar. Wow. One of today's most prominent figures in hip hop. They put zero fucking effort into writing this. Candid, relatable persona. The music is where she's shown through. Viral. Bodak Yellow. Debut studio album, Invasion of Privacy. It's only released singles since. Bold lyrics, multilingual verses. Okay, popular figures. So there's no criteria for what better means in any of this either. There's none. It's like they just put a bunch of names in a hat and just pulled them out in an order and just decided to just call him that. Chief Keef is 47. Okay, pioneer drill music. That's true. Vicious and clever lyrics. That part I'm not so familiar with Chief Keef. Vicious and clever lyrics. I haven't heard much clever. I mean, vicious, yes. Clever is not what I would describe Chief Keef as. Love So-So, Attitude, Life on the South Side. Fair number of so they include his legal issues, but not the fact that Young Thug has been in trial for a year and a half. Imprint on the industry is unmistakable. The drill and trap genres continue to grow from US to UK. Okay, that's pretty accurate. If we're rating rappers in terms of influence, Chief Keef's influence on the younger generation of today is undeniable. He is definitely looked at as one of the GOATs by a lot of the younger fans of rap. I would just dispute clever lyrics because I don't even think he thinks that. I don't think that he would want that said about him. I don't even think that's something he values. Pusha T is 46. A defining rapper of the early 2000s. A defining rapper there when he was in a group. Okay. They released a few albums together. Dove into solo career. Fear God mixtape. Daytona. Games we played. Okay. Claimed lyrical talent, cleverness. I'm surprised they didn't include anything about the battle, since that probably would have increased their clicks if they had included something about him battling Drake. They probably would have gotten some click farm engagement with that one. Okay. MIA. MIA. Okay. Let's just a quick refresher. Quali, Young Thug, Cardi B, Chief Keef, Pusha T, and ranked higher than Pusha T, MIA. I don't think MIA would say that she's better than Pusha T. I don't think she would. Yeah, you're right, BJ Rock. It is because now I know they don't care if this list makes people lose their minds. Now I know they don't care. Like, they're presenting this as serious, but they don't care if it makes people angry. Okay. MIA. All right. This is blending of genres. Okay. Lyrically gifted in wordplay and social issues. Does MIA have like a booming rap career that I'm not familiar with? Because that's true. That's potentially true as well. That she's just dropped like a lot of really, really good rap music that I've missed. That's possible. Um, wow. Whoa, that's rough. Takeoff is 44. I mean, rest in peace, Takeoff. But what are we doing? What are we doing here? See, again, we need a criteria. We need a criteria. Okay. Google her tinfoil fashion line. Is it called tinfoil fashion? Really? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess, but it's like it's the MIA things. It seems like less outragey and more just weird. Oh, she's literally selling tinfoil hats. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. MIA sets up tinfoil hat range to block 5G waves and save the future of humanity. This is a real headline on independent.co.uk. Tinfoil hat to block 5G. Okay. Is oh boy. All right. A new range of tinfoil hats that she said blocks 5G waves. the she describes the hats as the armor of the modern knight in the age of technological warfare. Okay. I was seeing maybe if there was going to be a picture of the tinfoil hat. Oh, this is it. This is the tinfoil hat. It blocks 5G waves from reaching your brain. 100% brain coverage, made with pure copper and nickel Faraday fabric. Reversible two-tone design. Ooh, it's also reversible. So when you're one of the last non-zombie human beings on Earth, because this hat works so well, uh, if you get bored with the way it looks, you can just flip it inside out, because that'll still be really important, that it's versatile and it can go with any fit, even though there'll only be hundreds of human beings left with their own brains on the planet. Thank you, BJ Rock. Okay. Back to the torture. Takeoff. Rest in peace. 44. That's weird. 43 is Melly Mel. They're just fucking pulling the hat. They fucking put names in the hat. They put names in the hat. There's no logic here. There's no logic. Melly Mel is one of the all around OGs of High Hop. They didn't even check this for typos. Melly Mel is one of the all. See, okay, I was about to get frustrated with the sentence because he's not one of the all around OGs. He basically is the OG. But maybe they're talking about a different genre, high hop, that I'm just not familiar with. Maybe there's a bunch of inventors of high hop, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe that's it. Chrissy, thanks for the gifted to BJ Rock, who gifted us with MIA's tinfoil. Okay. Establishing so select the message, white lines, melody, raw lyrics, poverty. Considered one of the most important and classic works. Key. Okay. Prodigy, rest in peace, Prodigy. He's number 42. Okay. All right. Essential figure in East Coast rap, half of Mobb Deep. They had a hold on the 90s. I like that. Bold take. They had a hold on the 90s. I like that. Vivid storytelling, careful rhyme schemes, authenticity. Um, continues. Okay, continues to have an impact on the genre. An artist today is someone who shaped rap towards the end of his golden era and beyond. It's so flowery. It's so nice. Everything they say is so nice and flowery. Lupe Fiasco's 41. That's a weird list. Lupe is great, by the way. But if it's a list that's even including Lupe, then you would think that it's weighted towards lyricism, which would disqualify a lot of people on the list. And not because I'm saying that those people aren't good at lyrics or anything. It's just that they would tell you that's not something that they even fucking think about. Many of them. Like, that's not their purpose in making music. Okay. Bad Bunny! Oh, shit! Bad Bunny's 40. Okay. All right. I like Bad Bunny, by the way. I do like Bad Bunny. This list is just mad weird. This is mad weird. Okay. You got Bad Bunny over Melly Mel. Oh my God. See, like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this is all strange. Okay, changing the rap landscape over? No, he's not. Like, Bad Bunny is a giant artist. Bad Bunny is taking reggaeton to the world and proving that you can be a huge artist across cultures and language in a very regionally specific style of I think something that definitely branched off from the hip hop tree. But changing the rap landscape, I don't think that's what he's doing. I don't think that's what he's aiming to do. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Method Man's 39. I love Method Man. Every entry in this list makes it weirder from now on. We've only gone through 10, and this is the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life. You know, it's funny. When I thought it was just this text thing, for some reason, I guess because I wasn't actually reading the names and every name I saw looked familiar, I didn't think about how fucking ridiculous this was. But now actually going through it, this is fucking absurd. This is absolutely absurd. I love Method Man. He's one of the greatest rappers of all time. Method Man over Melly Mel is wild. Method Man next to Bad Bunny. It's like, why? What are we doing? What are we doing? E40. I guess I'm trying to figure out how they went about this. I'm trying to figure out how they went about this. Like, I think maybe potentially they gathered some employees and just said, name rappers, you know. Um, E40 is a giant. E40 is a legend. E40 is an amazing rapper. But his inclusion on this list at a random ass number makes no sense. It makes no sense. Rock Marciano is okay. Like, number 37 is Rock Marciano. Underground rap legend. Um, Absolutely killing it the last 10 years. Okay, Rock Marciano's name might not be as familiar to today's youngest listeners. There's fucking Melly Mel's. But he played a pivotal role in hip hop during the late 90s. And he didn't play a pivotal role in the 90s. He was an almost silent member of the Flip Mode Squad in the 90s. He wasn't a pivotal role in anything. Oh, boy. A major figure in the world. UN, joining Flip Mode Squad. Okay, solo career. Reloaded. Never achieved ridiculous commercial success. Impact on rappers for years to come. Okay. I would love it if they made a list of most impactful rappers because that would make some sense. I would love if they made a list of um, uh, best lyricists. I would love if they made a list of most successful. But to just put them all on one list and call it best only serves to frustrate. Only serves to frustrate. Pardon me. MC Light, legend, amazing. Right next to Rock Marciano. Like, again, whose taste is this? Whose taste? Who listens to a lot of rap music and on their list of best rappers would have MC Light at number 36 and Rock Marciano right under that? And both of those over Method Man. And I don't know. It's weird. MC Light is one of the leading ladies in hip hop, yes. And leading artist overall who helped define the culture in its nascent days. Lana Michelle, Light as a Rock, first rap album by a solo female artist ever. Paper Thin. Okay, through and through. Wordplay with tennis and power lyrics, women's issues. Paved the way. Yeah, she's dope. Again, how about a most impactful list? How about a list of rap pioneers without any sort of stratification, without any sort of judgment? It doesn't have to be an ordered list. You could just make a list of legends. Yes, Prescott, I know what it is. I know what it is. Believe me. I know what it is. LL Cool J is 35. LL Cool J, which if you didn't know, just in case you didn't know, is short for Ladies Love Cool James. Is one of hip hop's early icons, of course. Need a beat. Fast rhymes and a flow that balance smooth and hard qualities. Credited as being one of the first artists to bring hip hop as a genre to a new level of popularity. Yeah. So again, rap legends list. Let's put Cool J on that. Let's not mix him and Young Thug and Chief Keef and Cardi B and Prodigy together. Childish Gambino. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Childish Gambino at number 34. Childish Gambino over LL Cool J, MC Light, E40, Method Man, Prodigy, Melly Mel. Push it to Childish Gambino, better rapper than Pusha T. Wow. Wow. That is something else. Childish Gambino. Okay. Future's 33. Future's great. List of most successful. Let's put Future on there. Future does not belong on any list that's the same list that Lupe Fiasco is on. It's two different. So we're like listing apples and oranges together. That's what we're doing. Busta Rhymes is 32. He should be top 10 in my eyes. Because he's one of the ones that, to me, if you look at skill, capacity, aptitude for rap, and success and longevity, Busta's one of the greatest ever, in my opinion. He's number 32. 32. Known for his Busta Rhymes is known for his flow that's like nobody else's. What a sentence. What a sentence. This is what our future looks like. It looks like formerly reputable publications using AI to enter conversations a year later than they should, and write things that make no sense, with impunity, with no accountability, with no metric, just whatever the fuck they want, and no editing, even though, like, if you're gonna clickbait, at least do a spell check. Run a spell check. At the very least, it's the least you can do. If you know on that day that you're gonna have everybody online who gives a shit about hip hop visiting your website, to comb through it, looking at the nonsense that you know you've programmed for the day, why not at least run a spell check? So then you don't say that Melly Mel is one of the OGs of high hop. Why not? Okay, Prescott, if you're out, you're out. It's cool. But at the very least, check for typos. You know? Most Def's 31. Enchanting wordplay, tendency to discuss. First album standouts since artistic vision. Sure. 31, 32. How about it? That works for me. Queen Latifah's 30. See, this at least okay. At least we're starting to make sense here. Like, we're starting to get into people who have legacy and longevity, and success, right? So at least now it's starting to seem like at least they're judging by the same criteria, but then something's going to knock us out sooner or later. Queen Latifah, one of the stars of the golden era. All hail the queen. Unity, flourishing career in acting, solidify her status as an influence for generations to come. Dr. Dre. I talked a lot about Dr. Dre last week when it came to the Kendrick concert, and I'm not going to revisit all of that, but absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because that's when you get to this thing where, like, he would not put himself high on a list of best rappers. He would not. He wouldn't do that. Like, his own taste wouldn't put him there. He has better rappers write raps for him that he ends up going into the booth with. Like, that's part of. Okay, Lauryn Hill should be higher. Juice WRLD was great. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Inclusion on the list is just adding to confusion. Only adding to confusion. Doom is 26, which is odd placement. Like, this is my favorite rapper. So of course for me he'd be high on any list. But again, this is where we get into the apples and oranging of, like, Doom and Future. I guess maybe on the list together. I don't know. They called him British, which is fucking interesting. Which is clearly the result of a AI web crawl. You call Doom British. Like, that's so I guess nobody involved with this actually knows his story. Okay. Ice Cube, 25, great. Yeah, Doom and Juice WRLD, very interesting placement. Ice Cube's great, 25. 50 Cent, 24. A little high. Okay. Fans and his growing base grew to love the rapper for his husky voice, raw lyricism, and production. That's not why they liked him. Motherfucker's one of the most charismatic people ever in rap music, and he used to go at people all the time, and he really lived his gimmick, and that was it. Um, Continued to grow his musical platform, TV show Power, Mini Man, okay, icon in music. DMX 23, rest in peace, DMX. Probably should have been higher. Big Daddy Kane 22, love it. He's a legend. List is making some kind of sense again. Juice WRLD was the weird person in the last few. Rakim, oh boy, Rakim at 21. That's a feather ruffler. That's gonna ruffle some feathers. Yeah, Art. That's what I figured. That's a Wikipedia page crawl. They called him British American because he was born in London. But yeah, if you're professing to know anything about him, really, then you wouldn't want to call him British. Raise the bar, Eric B. Okay, Common's 20. That's too high. Common over Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. Okay. Common this high over Method Man. You know what they really like? They really like rappers that have acting careers. Their invisible AI weighting system put a premium on rappers who also have television shows and movies. They really like those a lot. They're a big fan of the multi-hyphenate. And that's why Childish Gambino is so high. Because he's a TV writer and filmmaker and director and actor, right? They like that. They like that a lot. Ghostface is 19. And my confusion grows. I love Ghostface, but they put him over Big Daddy Kane, which Ghostface wouldn't do. They put him over Rakim, which Ghostface wouldn't do. I don't know why they would do that. Snoop Dogg, 18. Sure. Wooed listeners and critics with smooth raps to blend styles like gangster rap with more melodic productions. Okay. Cultural icon. They love their cultural icons. They love them. Tyler, the Creator, 17. That's strange. That's strange because we're talking all time here. Tyler wouldn't put himself over Doom, but they did. Lil' Kim 16 seems high. Like Lil' Kim over Lauryn Hill seems batshit. It's batshit. You know the shit that comes out of a bat? That's that. Lil' Kim over Lauryn Hill. That's fucking nuts. That's fucking nuts. And Latifah. You're right, Rastash. And Latifah. That's crazy. ASAP Rocky at 15. 15. ASAP Rocky's 15. 15th best rapper ever. ASAP Rocky. Best, let's see, better than Pusha T, better than Melly Mel, better than Prodigy, better than Lupe, better than Method Man, better than E40, better than Rock Marcy, MC Lyte, Cool J. Wow. ASAP Rocky, number 15. Number 14, Chuck D. Public Enemy. Shout out to Chuck D. One of the greats. Legendary. Chuck D right next to ASAP Rocky. You know, like everybody's list has ASAP Rocky. And then, let me think of who's just a little bit better than ASAP Rocky. Chuck D. Missy Elliott's 13. Amazing artist. I think if we're just talking about, I guess this is in some ways a list of rap artists, and she's an incredible rap artist. I think maybe that's a different list, but hey, what do you say? What do you do? Biggie's 12. Rest in peace, Biggie. Biggie next to Missy. Okay. Andre, 3 Stacks is 11. His top 10 must be real heavy hitters. Top 10 must be real heavy hitters. Across cultures, darker people suffer most. Why? I like that. That's a great jumpsuit. We should make a jumpsuit list. That'd be good. Eminem's 10. Eminem and then 3 stacks, huh? Okay. What if they had a rap battle? What if they had a battle? What if they had a versus battle? Eminem and 3 stacks. That'd be a hell of a. They should, if they did that live. Should do that at the Inglewood Forum. Do all the Outkast fans on one side and all the Eminem fans on the other side, and then watch the pandemonium take place in the crowd. Pandemonium. Nas is 9. Okay, I can go for it. Nicki Minaj is 8. Okay, now Nicki Minaj is an animal. Like, Nicki Minaj is one of the best rappers, like, especially in terms of delivery, technical skill, presence, versatility. She's nuts. But all right. Kanye's 7. So I feel like, Forbes, how about a producer list? How about used to be great and slowly lost their mind publicly list? I don't know. But if you're just saying best rappers, Kanye at 7. It's a weird choice. This list came out Monday. Belligerent. It came out Monday. Drake is 6. Okay. Tupac is 5. Tupac and Drake. Okay. J. Cole's 4. J. Cole is better than Tupac on the list. J. Cole better than Tupac. Jermaine Cole, Tupac Shakur, and then Drake. Okay. Lil Wayne 3. Okay. Sure. Wayne 3. Pac 5. Nas 9. All right. Kendrick 2. Little recency bias, I'd say. He did this list a year ago. I don't know if Kendrick would have been number 2. Not sure if that would have worked. Number 1 is Jay-Z. All right. And that's the list. That is the very confusing, maddening, AI assisted. I won't say completely AI generated, but AI assisted, web crawl addled, Wikipedia dependent, names in a hat shuffled, and I would say at least numbers 20 through 50 pulled out of a hat. They just pulled them out of a hat. There was no logic to it. So I was inspired by this list to make my own list. And not a list of rappers, because this is Forbes, and Forbes, they're like a financial magazine, and they just made a list, and they just put names on it, names and pictures, and AI generated blurbs that they didn't spell check. So I made some lists in the style of the Forbes rapper list. I made a few lists. One, this is a list of sandwiches. I made a list of sandwiches. We can zoom in on the sandwich list a little bit. So this is a list of sandwiches. Okay. Number 1 is burger. Number 2 is turkey. Number 3 is turkey burger. Number 4 is club. Number 5 is chicken cheesesteak. Number 6 is cheesesteak. Number 7 is breakfast, as in breakfast sandwich. Number 8 is grilled chicken. Number 9 is grilled cheese. Number 10 is banh mi, and 11 is po' boy. Those are really close together because they're really close in look. They're slightly different because one's from New Orleans and the other one's from Vietnam, but they're very close. Oh, peanut butter and jelly. That's a good call. I didn't put peanut butter and jelly on there. I missed that one. I'm going to put it right under breakfast. I'm going to put peanut butter and jelly. Thank you for that. Got fish. Number 13 is fish, as in fish sandwich. Number 14 is Italian beef. I don't even eat beef. That's why it's 14. Submarine, which should have probably went by Po' Boy and Banh Mi. Patty Melt, which is just like a weird burger. Burgers all the way up here, but Patty Melt, it comes down a few. Sliders, which are tiny burgers, because why not just get a whole burger? You know, BLT wrap, and this is from best to worst. This is from best to worst. BLT, a wrap. It's not the worst because I eat them sometimes for the lower calories, but wrap. Tuna. So now we're getting into bad sandwiches down here. These are bad. Tuna, bad. Reuben, ugh. Egg salad, yuck. French dip, that's wet bread. Who wants a wet sandwich? That's disgusting. You know, a wet sandwich. It's nasty. Sloppy Joe is just falling all over the place. Oh, panini. Damn it. Panini's got to go up here too. Panini. That's a good call. I got to put panini at number 9. 26 is ham. I don't eat pork, so the ham sandwiches are the worst. And then pulled pork, because that's worse than regular pork, because that's pork that's falling all over the place. Okay. That's the list of sandwiches inspired by the Forbes list. I made another list. I made a list of desserts. Okay. So number 1 is creme brulee, because that's the best dessert. Number 2 is cheesecake. Number 3 is pie, and this includes all pies, which means this list could be accordioned out to 50 if you just did the different pie types. But all of the pie types are number 3. Ice cream is 4. Pudding is 5. Cake is 6, because cake is worse than pie. So cake has to be lower on the list than pie. See, this is a list that, unlike the Forbes list, comes from a person's point of view. It comes from a person's taste. Now, Mr. Clorox, I was very tempted. Part of the reason that pie is all smashed into one list item is because if I split the list, I was going to have to put cream pie as a line item, and I did not have the fortitude to protect that line item from the subtext, which I'm sure would be leapt upon by the people in our chat. I wasn't able to do it. So I took all the pies and smashed them together. And that's over cake. Number 7 is chocolate, period. Number 8 is parfait. Number 9 is cannolis. Number 10 is mousse, which I'm not sure is very different than pudding, but I think it's like a little slipperier than pudding. Tiramisu, it was like a little, you know, like layers of mousse. Viennetta, y'all remember Viennetta? Viennetta's that shit. I'm gonna show y'all this Viennetta real fast. Hold up. We about to watch a Viennetta commercial real fast. This is Viennetta.
Breyers has created a spectacular ice cream dessert called Viennetta. But despite its delicious premium ice cream, with its irresistible crisp chocolatey layers, Viennetta could leave you with one small problem.
That saxophone is so sexy.
Viennetta from Breyers. One slice is never enough.
It's never enough. God damn it. So Viennetta is number 12 because I never really had it, so I'm not sure how good it is. That's kind of like the Forbes list. Like, I never really had it. It looked good, but my feeling is that the commercial probably looks better than the product was in real life. So I put it at number 12. Number 13 is chocolate covered fruit. Number 14 is a tart. That's any tart. And number 15 is just regular fruit, because regular fruit is the worst dessert. It's a good food, but it's the worst dessert. And Viennetta is indeed a previous industry. And I have one more list. This is in honor and in the spirit of the Forbes rapper list. I have one more list. I have a list of car names. Okay. List of car models. In the spirit of the Forbes list, these are the top 26 car names. Okay. Oh, fuck. Impreza, Mr. Clorox. That's good. Impreza, I'm putting Impreza in. That's a good one. It's a really good one. Okay. So number 1 is the Supra. You can't get better than Supra, because It's like it just sounds like the best thing. It's a fake word that sounds like the best thing. It's a Supra. Number two, I have accord. It's one of the ones that's a real word that makes sense. Accord. We're all in accord because we're all in an accord. A lot of people are in accords. Number three is the Toyota Previa. The Previa was a weird Toyota van. It was a weird Toyota van, and it looked like a Previa. It looked like an egg. Number four is a Torag. That's named after an African tribe, I believe. So that had to rank highly. Five is the Jetta. It's a Jetta. It's a good fake word. It's a good fake word. It's Jetta. Nissan Sentra. Six. That was the first car I ever had. Sentra. It sounds like the middle of something. Sentra. But it's not spelled like that because it's spelled with an S. Beetle. Number seven is our first animal. Pardon me. It's our first living thing that's on the list. There'll be a few of those later. Lumina. Lumina. It sounds like it brightens up the room, even though it's a minivan. It's the Lumina. Lumina is number 8. Number 9 is Impreza. Thank you, Mr. Clorox. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, number 10 is a Sorento. It's the Kia Sorento. It sounds like an off-road vehicle. Don't take it off the road though. It's not really meant for you to do that. Fiesta. I had a Fiesta. I had a Ford Fiesta. A little party on wheels. Little party on wheels. Ultima. That was my second car. It's also another one of those fake words that sound like it's the best of something. It's Ultima. Diamante. It's a Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi Diamante. I'm not even sure if they had another model. Diamante. Monte Carlo. It's the best one. It's a place. I think Monte Carlo is a place. It's one of the best ones. One of the best cars that's named after a place. Number 15 is Camry. Just a very middle of the road fake word. That's a car model. It's very middle of the, Canyonero. Wait a minute, is that from The Simpsons? Is that from The Simpsons or is that real? The Canyonero. Okay. Number 16 is the Forerunner. That just sounds nice and aggressive. And it sounds like you're about to get out fast. It's a Forerunner. Now we get into some animals. Number 17 is the Bronco. That's a good car name. Number 18 is a Viper. It's a Viper. It's snaky. It's reptilian. It'll harm you is what it sounds like. Number 19 is a Ram. That's a good one. That's good. It's solid. It's strong. You can drive through the person in front of you because you're in a Ram. And then we go into Explorer. That's good. Expedition. That's a little worse. And then Blazer. Blazer's number 22. Like, it's an okay name, but a Blazer is a jacket. You don't want to drive a jacket around. Civic. That sounds like a poli-sci class. You don't want to drive around in a poli-sci class. It's not a great name. Town and country. Like, so you just want to advertise that you're from the suburbs? That's not cool. That's like a bunch of bad land use and malls and parking lots. Town and country. That's not good. You gotta go to a nice walkable city. That's where you want to go. A Charger. The Charger, like, it's an okay name, but it sounds like what I use to keep my phone powered. Like, I don't know if I want to drive around in a device like that. This is the 26 is the Mazda 6. That's just lazy. That's fucking lazy. Thoughts on Gremlin? Gremlin, I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna put Gremlin up. I'm gonna put it number 7. So it knocked everything down one. And then lastly is Yaris, and you all know why. We don't even have to say it. You all know why Yaris is the last one. And right, out of F3, I'd have to do a chat GPT about the word, just the word itself. And that's it. And so this is what I was inspired to do. Shout out to Forbes for inspiring me to make nonsense lists of things that don't need ordering. Thank you very much. I used to drive a Focus, Flux Biota. I used to drive a Focus, and then I got my Fiesta right after the Focus. Shout out to car names. Shout out to sandwiches. Shout out to desserts. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been The Morning Show.